Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Warhammer 40k Let's Play. So, we've obviously been dealing with some Tyranids lately, and our away team is on their way back from their mission. We'll let them come back, unload their gear, rest a bit, and then we do have another mission we need to go out on. There is an infinite chem reactor out here. We have 11 days to take care of it though, so we're in no rush by any means. And we do know that there's some sleeping mechanoids there, so we are going to be going into a fight. Although I'm not that concerned with mechanoids, they're not that hard to deal with compared to some of the other enemies that we've had to face. So that is something that we'll want to do. There's also this bandit camp opportunity that will reward us with some silver. These never go away though, so we're in absolutely no rush to deal with that. And it's going to be over here, which is actually going to be fairly quick. Relentless mechs. So this is an orc outpost. But yeah, we'll be able to get there fairly quickly along the road. And again, this is not going to go away, so we can take our time with it. We have a couple of people still wounded, as you can see here. Ren is fine, but she is dealing with her asthma, so we're going to need to treat her in just a second. Let's go ahead and get things started. I have Cashin feeding Skinner, and then I believe she's going to go ahead and treat Ren. I don't know how we're doing here. It looks like you've been treated. You've been treated. You have an infection, so we'll need to deal with that. Verya, you've been treated, and Skinner, you've been treated. So everybody looks okay for the time being. Oh, Hovel, you're puking. Oh, you're still bleeding. You need to get in bed. Nobody's gonna die so long as we stay on top of this, but it's still very, very annoying and a bit nerve-wracking, just because you never know when somebody's gonna drop all of a sudden. Because these wounds can't get away from you; they open up quite frequently. Halleck, you're asleep right now. Cashin, I need you on standby then over here. Because as soon as Hovel gets in bed, I'm gonna have. Oh, good, Haro is fully healed. That's one down. Alright, I don't think we need any medicine here, but just to avoid any potential infection, since you already are dealing with one, let's go ahead and treat you properly. Did you get a chance to eat? You did not. Okay, so Cashin, when you're done with that, I need you to feed Hovel. Oh, another infection. Wow. Okay, you have like no immune system. Do you have an injury that's causing that, perhaps? It doesn't seem like it, no. Blood filtration's okay. So yeah. I'm not sure what that's about. Where the hell are you going? What are you doing? I'm pretty sure I had that queued up and she just walked away. Didn't even finish what she was doing. Alright, well, that should get handled. Remy, where are you? Oh, you are in there? Okay. You have a minor infection in your arm. That looks like it's going to be fine. Other than that, you're pretty much healed up. Skinner, you're bleeding again. Looks like Haro's got that under control. So, Haro, you're good to go? Yeah. We need to get you a replacement for that finger. But otherwise, we're fine. Jackal is one of the worst, and Jackal is... Oh, wow. Really bad. You're tending to Hovel. So, I guess Cashin just walked away again. Sylvia, when you're done with that... Oh, she's gonna treat... Why won't she finish her job? Like, I don't understand what she's doing. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. How close are you guys? Oh, you're like right on top of the base. Okay. And, let's see. Freezer's doing fine. Mining up here is complete. Jackal is in probably a lot of pain, I would assume. Is that the deal here? Well, it's all the vomit on the floor. That's part of it. When you're done, I need you to feed Jackal. That'll help. And I don't remember if we have any Paradigm left. I know we had a little bit. I'm not seeing it, so I don't think that we do. But that could have helped. Whatever. Let's make sure all this stuff is forbidden. It looks like it is. Okay. How are we doing in here? Is this mining almost done? It looks like it's actually pretty close, or at least this part. And then we'll need to go ahead and dig the rest of this out. Hopefully you can get on that soon. I don't like having to wait, but I want this basically ready to go when we connect it. I don't want there to be any like delays on that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, that'll get walled to there. Did I do vents between the bedrooms? No. I did the vents here, perfect, okay. Something like that. Who's starving? Jackal's starving? Because Cashin is again ignoring my orders. Oh, Haro's gonna do it. Okay, then yes, keep cleaning. As long as somebody is feeding these starving people. Remy appears to be fully healed other than the infection. I'm gonna tell him that he can go do whatever he wants. As long as he comes back when the infection needs treatment, that'll be fine. We're probably far enough ahead at this point where... Jesus. We're probably far enough ahead where... Okay, Haro's gonna do that too. Even if he doesn't get treated again, he'll be okay. Let's find our APC here. Is that it? Yes. Let's draft it, and we'll try to get it back into the base. Right up here. I'm assuming most of them are going to bail out before we get there. But that's fine. As long as the APC gets there. We'll unload everything, and again, we'll let everybody kind of rest for a little while. I'm going to have to reassign their beds, which is always annoying. But it's just how it works. And beyond that, I think we're just going to let them hang out here, try to get some work done for about a week. Bionic arm is done. Who's that for again? I believe it was... Was it Haro? No, it was Jackal, wasn't it? Jackal, you're the one that needs the arm? Bionic leg. No, you needed a leg. Oh, it was Lax. That's right. You needed a bionic arm. For now, I'm going to turn your... Actually, you know what? No. We have... I'm going to wait, actually. I'm going to let the vomit get cleaned up first. Okay. We're here. Unload the operator. Unload the passengers. Let's assign beds before anything else. So this is Graith's bed. Graith. There you are. This is Zima and Bragg's bed. So Zima, Bragg. Zarena is here with Remy. And am I forgetting somebody? Reyna. Reyna was with... No, Reyna was here, I guess? It must be. Okay, Reyna, perfect. So they'll have beds again. We'll let them do whatever they want. And let's go ahead and unload everything from here. So the chem fuel, the jade, wood, herbal medicine, pemmican, and components. And you better not be trying to eat that. Okay, good. I'll have to make sure that gets forbidden, otherwise, obviously somebody's going to try to snack on it. And how are we doing over here? Skinner. I think you're probably good to go. You're not infected, so I'm going to turn this off. Movement is poor, so actually you're not good to go. Haru's going to start building some of our sterile tiles. That's going to really help with surgery success chance. It's taken him an awful long time, though. Oh, you're just taking the floors up. Or, no, it looks like you made one of them. But yeah, you're still pulling the floors up. Okay. God, that's taking them forever. The adamantium has like an insane amount of health. So like 30,000 versus 900. So it's pretty insanely difficult to mine all that up. Hopefully somebody comes and helps you. That's going to take an eternity if you do it by yourself. Alright, Tier 2 augments are complete. Again, Tier 2 augments are not Space Marine augments. Those are like the high-end stuff for important people in the Imperium, but people, not Space Marines that are, trying to be turned into genetic super soldiers. So we can use those, just not. I mean, we could give them to Space Marines, but they're not the ones that create Space Marines, is what I'm trying to convey there. Let's see. So that gave us like respiratory augmetics, synth skin, drone neural augments, which I think is what you would use to make. Oh crap! And I forgot the name. Let's see. Respiratory. We saw that one. Vocal augmetic. I don't know what that would do. I know there's like a, and this is part of the base game, but there's like a jaw thing you can put on people to prevent them from talking. Pain Electu and Mood Stabilizer. Interesting. So we could give that to people that are at risk for mental breaks. But, oh crap. It's going to be a little while before we even get to the Space Marine augmetics, or augments. We have 4 other things ahead of it. One of which is Servo Skulls. It looks like the Hellgun is ahead of it too. What else did we queue up? I wouldn't mind plasma cannons, but that's neither here nor there right now. Paradigm production is something else that should get done. And clearly there's 2 others that we're missing, but I don't know where they are. Ah, here we are. The anti-material turret and the heavy turret. Okay, that makes sense, because we wanted those. Right, so we've got our research queued up for the foreseeable future. I don't need to add any more to that. Bragg is going to help out with the floors. Great. I want those done fairly quickly. I also need people cleaning up all this vomit, if you guys don't mind. Because that's what's causing the infections, is the fact that this floor is so filthy. Okay, Cashin's going to get in there and do a little bit of it. Thank you for that, Cashin. Let's see, I'm going to forbid some of these weapons as well. That's a plasteel shiv. We should probably try to recycle that. This is an unfinished component. I don't know why it didn't get finished. I don't want that at all. Why do we have 2 unfinished components? What the hell is going on up there? You're the only one making components. Let's do this. Stockpile. Storage. Clear all. I'll set this to preferred. And I'm assuming it would be manufactured. Is there something for unfinished, or do I just have to say components? Because I don't want all components to end up there. I just want the unfinished ones. Items. Blah, 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 blah. Unfinished. There we go. Unfinished component. Perfect. Okay. And then obviously we don't want components on there. Perfect. I knew there was something on there. It's been so long since I've had to do that. I forgot where it was. And then we want to forbid that from here, because he cannot get to these, so they're just going to sit here and never get finished. And some of them, or actually both of them, are fairly close to completion as well. So we want those to get done. I don't know why they're being hauled away. Maybe the animals are grabbing them or something. That's kind of annoying, though. I prefer they just leave it on the bench, obviously. Okay. Remy. Let's see. Infection minor. 19 versus 49. Even if you don't get treated, you'll be okay. But we can treat you. I'm not going to rush it, though. And whenever we get this cleaned up, I'm not even going to wait for the sterile tiles necessarily. I just need the vomit and the blood gone. We'll go ahead and get Lax his new arm. There's a good chance that the surgery will fail with all the vomit around. Especially now that this is its own enclosed room, technically. It's a lot easier for that filth to start turning things in the wrong direction. Also, I don't think we need anything else here, so I'm going to go ahead and toggle these off. Just to save on power. Why do I have a captain here? Ah, that's why, because I haven't fixed this yet. Okay, so animal area. I mean, I wish I could see better. But this one is for all of the non-dogs. And I think I've had the dogs on this one. I believe that's how I've been doing it. Now, that probably needs updating because our base has been expanded quite a bit since then. So animal area 2. I should probably forbid them from the prison, actually. But let's go ahead and expand all this. Make sure we get this in here as well. I actually don't want them going in and out of these, so I'm going to keep them out of there. Let's see. Yeah, keep this going. Something like that. And we'll make sure to get all of this as well. And all of this. Perfect. I mean, not quite perfect, but there we go. Okay, so I don't know that I want them in the prison necessarily. Although, I guess, yeah, it's probably more convenient that way because a lot of the blocks and chunks that are getting hauled back and forth are being hauled by them. And so if I forbid them from that area, then somebody will have to actively do that. Now, I've got them staying away from here, so they can't eat our meals. I might forbid them from the freezer, but again, that is hauling that they could be doing for us. I'll add all this because this will eventually be part of the base. Something like that. And I think I'm going to remove these areas. They'll move through areas like this, and in fact, I'll allow them in here just to be absolutely safe. But I don't want them coming in and out of here for no reason. There's no reason they should be in there, because those are, well, these are vented to the outside. I guess technically we could allow them in these ones, but I don't want them going into these little firing ports because they're just going to be letting hot air into the base, and I should do that up here as well. So we'll just do, I'm going to do these 3 all the way down to there and all the way down to here, and that should be good enough for now. Okay, so now that that's been updated, it'll be fine for a while, and obviously it'll need to get updated again at some point, but we'll probably be okay for a very good amount of time. Did Remy get treated? Oh, you're treating him right now. Perfect. Some of the floors are getting done. I still need the vomit cleaned up. What are you trying to do? Oh, you're removing the floors from back there. Okay, fair enough. I don't know why these are here, but they shouldn't be. Why is that there? I have no idea. No idea. Also, these should be getting hauled fairly soon. There's no stockpile there anymore, so they should get brought back inside. Let's make sure you guys are unforbidden. Is there any more Tyranids about that are forbidden, perhaps? It doesn't look like it. I think we've got most of them. They've either made their way to the freezer, or if there's no room, then the overflow here. It doesn't look like there's been any overflow, because that's all Mechanicus stuff, like Skitari and whatever, the Sicarian. Yeah, there's 2 Sicarians in there, and then obviously a lot of human skeletons. By the way, did these doors get replaced? They did, okay. These guys had destroyed the fence gate there, and they attacked this a little bit, but it looks like we've got that all patched up already. We still have steel and silver sitting over here. We'll get it hauled eventually. Could hunt you, but I don't think food, or I don't think meat is a necessity right now. Garvel is replacing the wind turbine that we lost. It was attacked by the Tyranids, obviously. I might have to abandon these. The next time they get destroyed, I might just leave them destroyed and build more over here or something. Because obviously, with the way most of our raids go, we get attacked from like down here, the enemy comes up and then to the left because that's where the entrance is. They destroy these and attack this as they go by, but since this is pretty well defended, they don't do so well on that. But these aren't, so they get attacked and then the enemy comes up and around after those are destroyed. So that's how it plays out, and that's fine, but if these are going to get consistently destroyed, then there's no point keeping them there. I don't know if we can squeeze in. Yeah, we'd have to mine that block out, but we could get one more in here. Not going to be able to fit it there. Technically, we could put some up here, they could still get hit by raids, because it is possible for the enemy to spawn from up here, but it's a lot less likely. Another thing I could do is no, I actually can't build a wall there because that's too close to the edge. So I couldn't block this off from enemies coming through. But I could still build up here and just hope that they spawn here less frequently, which so far has been the case. So that's an option at least. It looks like finally those Tyranids are getting moved. How are our people doing? It looks like Hovel is the only one in here dealing with those infections, which both are going just fine. And then Jackal is dealing with infections as well. Both are okay. And then you still have a minor injury going as well. Can I deal with any of this stuff? Let's see. Install surrogate lung. We don't want this surrogate lung though, we want the synthetic lung. And that wasn't for you anyways, right? Yeah. So we still have to wait until we can make this synthetic lung, which was here. What do we need for that again? Hyperweave. Yeah, that was what was the problem. Energized components, I think, are a problem right now too. I don't know that we're able to make them yet. We can check though. Component, yeah, just advanced. That's what I thought. And it looks like the unfinished ones got moved, so that's good. Seer will be able to knock those out. You know what? I just thought of something horrible, but that would work really well for us. We had those mood balancer augments. Those would be great for prisoners, so that they were just always, you know, happy to be in our prison. Also, and I don't know if it'll even give us the option right now, because we don't technically have them. Wooden foot, no. I know a lot of people will like cut their legs off and give them peg legs or stuff. I don't want to do that. That's kind of extreme. And I want them to be fully functional in there. But there is, and I think we would build it, maybe simple prosthetics. Let's see. Not the hydraulic jaw. The hydraulic jaw works like a normal jaw. We want, and maybe this was a mod. Maybe I was playing with a mod, but there was a jaw that prevented them from talking. And so it kept them from planning prison breaks, which so far hasn't been an issue. But I'm sure will become one eventually. Why are you giving Pruitt food? Also, these need to be reconnected. There we go. Hide those unsightly wires. Like, they have food available. Anyway, God, there's just vomit everywhere. How's this doing? Okay, pretty good. But yeah, that would be a way to keep them from A, getting upset, and B, planning an escape, which would be very worthwhile. I also need to figure out some more battery storage areas. I guess, no, I wanted this to be walkable. I don't want to fill this in. Although technically I could. I could turn this little hallway into a battery room. It's an option. So what I would do, and I don't need to build them because I have some in storage, but I'll just do this for now. Is, yeah, I could do, if we keep walls there, it'd be like 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't quite fit evenly, but we could do several batteries in like 2 separate rooms maybe here, or maybe even 3 separate rooms, just to limit damage from explosions or whatever, and still have it walkable so people could pass through it. I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could do it up here. I don't know. There's plenty of space. We'll figure something out, but we do have batteries kicking around that we can utilize. I know some people are getting antsy about that, but it's not like I'm desperate for more power right now. Although we are maxed out, so I mean, but we have so many batteries already. It's not like they're gonna bleed dry very quickly. We could turn that into a battery storage as well. How are we doing over here, by the way? Looks like they've made some progress. I want to go ahead and get this started. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 right there. And 1 there. And we'll try to fill this in as it gets mined out. It looks like this is nearly done as well. In fact, there's really no reason not to fill that in, because they can get to this now. Also, for my builders, I think I'm going to go ahead and queue this project up right here. No reason not to knock that out, so we'll get it done. Alright, so we have an exotic goods trader. I'm going to go ahead and talk to them in just a second. Yaris has been the one dealing with that for us for the most part, so as soon as he's done eating, we'll go ahead and have him give them a call. And we'll see what they've got going on. Hopefully they have something good for us, or they're willing to buy some of our stuff. Can't talk properly because of poor health. Well, then we're not going to have him do that, are we? What's your deal? Oh, you're stoned. Great. Remy, you're pretty good at that, right? Yeah, you're as good as he was. Let's see, who else is doing that type of stuff for us? Who else is wardening? Yaris. Not Halleck, not anymore anyways. Murgo is at 15. She might be the best one, actually. Yeah, Murgo, I think you're going to be making the call for us. There you are. Attempting to recruit Tigress. Well, finish what you're doing. Recruitment failed. 6.2% chance, though. That's not the worst we've seen by any means. What's your difficulty? 83. That's doable. Okay. Go eat and then give these guys a call. There's no rush. They're not going to take off immediately, but they are going to take off at some point. Why the hell is there a cow in here? Oh, a textiles trader too. We'll call them after. Although I don't have a an orbital trade beacon by my textiles. I guess I could make one real quick. Yeah, build one in there for me. And who can do that? Who's nearby? Who is a builder that is nearby? Virya? 16. As soon as you're done building that tile, come do that for me. I've also gone ahead and I've queued up the secondary doors. Okay. Apparently time to trade. I don't need a buck or doe. I don't really need any animals, to be honest. Let's see. Package survival meals. I could buy components off of them. I have a lot of silver. It might be worth turning that into components, even though that's not a great price. Because I have like 8,000 silver right now, and that's why our raids have been so bad. I can also replace some of the Glitter World medicine that got wasted. I'm going to make sure that gets forbidden. There's plasteel. That could be worth grabbing. Let's see, where is most of this going right now? Okay, so the plasteel was the most expensive thing. I could sell the animal mech serums. I don't need people with animal skill, really. So I could sell those for a decent price if I wanted to. They have a psychic soothe pulsar. But that's only a one-time use. The one I have is like a permanent thing. Insanity Lack, Shock Lance, 120mm cannon gun. That is insanely expensive, though. Oh, I want that so bad. How much adamantium would I have to sell them? Ooh, they like Scyther Blades. Well, let's definitely do that. Why do I feel like I'm not getting... Oh, because of the minus 1,000, of course. Okay, well that gives us about 1,000 up on them. Anything else I can sell? Incendiary grenade launcher. That's pretty badass. I wouldn't mind that. That's for 3,000. That's more doable. All the rest of this stuff I can craft. I can craft this too, actually, if I really wanted to. So maybe I shouldn't buy that. The 120mm cannon, I don't think I can, though. I think this is one of the turrets that has to be purchased. But it's going to be really hard to drum up enough funds to make that happen. Because we can't afford that right now, despite our insane amount of silver. So if I sold both animal neurotrainers, because those are the most useless ones, I could sell a bunch of uranium as well. How much would like 300 uranium get me? Oh, it's got to be negative, right? come on. Okay. There we go. Game wants to be difficult. That gives us about 3,000. I'm not using the uranium for anything right now, but I could, so I've got to consider that. Okay, so I think I've made this work. I'm going to give them 200 of our adamantium, 200 of our promethium. I'm not using the promethium really, so I don't think we'll miss it too much. The adamantium we are using, but we have a much bigger surplus of it, so I think we'll be okay. And we have been harvesting it, and it seems to be a little bit more common. So again, I think we'll be fine. Obviously, I was giving them 200 uranium as well. 300 uranium, sorry, but we have almost 700 of that, so we still have a decent amount. 2 animal neurotrainers, which again are kind of useless to me because we're not really dealing with animals anymore. We've got the animals we need. I don't need to try to tame anymore. We just need to kind of train the ones we have, and we already have people to do that. And honestly, we don't even really need to train them too much. I'm also giving them a couple of animals. I'm giving them our oldest male and our oldest female camel, but otherwise we're keeping everything else. And I'm also getting components and Glitter World medicine from them on top of the 120mm cannon. So that does cost us a good bit of silver, almost 3,000, but that still leaves us with a pretty considerable chunk. And the reason why I'm doing that instead of going like nearly bankrupt is because I want to make sure that we have plenty left over even after we finish the floors in the hospital. And that's going to take a good bit as well. So kind of trying to find a balance here. And then hopefully we can get that orbital trade beacon built, and we'll call up the textile trader before they're gone and unload some stuff there too. So I think we're going to go ahead and lock that in. Oh, she was inspired trade too, so we got a pretty good deal on that. I completely forgot she had that. Here is our gun. We might want to get that. No, it's going to be fine actually. Let's actually see what we need. I don't have the research for it yet, so we're going to need to do that. That might be one of these. Chain gun turret. Actually, I think it's one of these, the big round ones. The 40mm naval gun. Nope. Howitzer cannon. I think that's the one we want. So it is on its way to being researched. Until then, we'll obviously just leave it here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I want it in an effective area, but I also don't want it to be the enemy's main target. So putting it here could draw too much firepower to it. But that would probably be the most effective place for it, because again, they like to attack from here. I also don't think this is going to be very mobile. Maybe we could just put it here, and anything that tries to come in the front is going to get annihilated by it. We could also put it here and have it, well, the problem is these are going to be in the way. I don't think it can fire over walls, only through them. So we're going to need to be very strategic about where we place it, basically. But we'll figure it out. Let me check the time. That might be it for today. And hopefully, between episodes, I can get that trade beacon built. I'll try to get these doors built as well. And then that'll give us a proper airlock at least. And once we have that, we might be good to go ahead and crack this open. Even though it's not fully ready yet, having the additional AC units would be helpful. The temperature in the base is actually okay right now. As long as we're not running back and forth battling, it's usually fine. But let's make sure this gets hauled inside. Skinner, that's going to be your job. I need you to make sure that that gets indoors. Actually, do me a favor and haul this first. Haul that first, then haul this, because that's just going to go right there. This will go inside. But yeah, we are out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. And we'll come back and try to make some more silver and maybe take care of that mission in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here next time.